Welcome, one and all, to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Folks, we are on the road to Wrestlemania. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the conqueror of the ethereal, the lord of the Scottish Highland, the king of extreme, the reigning, defending Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, and the current emperor of Big Buckin' Empire, Phil KOE, here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on Spotify, RevRest Pod on Twitch, RevRest Pod on Twitter, folks. Be sure to follow us at all these places. I am Phil KOE. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. KOE Nation, folks. Yes, very on brand. Folks, this road to WrestleMania, more is on the line than has ever been before. Yeah, there's that Universal title. Yeah, there's that WWE title. Yeah, there's all that. But there is the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Championship and the Emperorship of Big Buckin' Empire on the line, folks. Which Big Buckin' Empire you can check out on Facebook, YouTube, all the amazing places. Facebook right here, Big Buckin' Empire, the place to be. And folks, this road to WrestleMania, it is not a solo road. It is not a solo walk. I do not make this journey alone, because this evening I am joined by my indomitable broadcast partners, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, folks. And I do apologize. Normally I can go off on a good long tangent about a lot of these matches, but for about the third or fourth time today, I have been afflicted with a very severe case of hiccups. So when you hear me, stop it. You fucking stop that. When you hear me doing that, I'll try to wrap it up and let one of these guys go. But nonetheless, yes, this is the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania, don't you dare call it 38, the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. Holy shit. Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's just pick out one of the random words from 6th grade fucking vocab class. Jesus Christ. WrestleMania 38. It is live 2 nights, starting tomorrow night, all the way through Sunday. Be here for all the reviews, all the results, and to see who the champ is. But all that being said, we are also joined by the illustrious, the sultry, the sexy
Chicken. I am not only the sexiest guy on the screen right now, I am also the reigning, defending WrestleMania RWP champion. I've won the last 2 in a row, working on a 3-peat right now. Super excited to be here with you folks. You look just as good as I do. I appreciate all you for tuning in. No, not you.
Wow.
And I'm the one that should have the hiccups.
Tony's just like, well, I'm offended. I'm out of here.
Oh, man. I'm the one that should have the hiccups. Been polishing off some vodka tonight. But
yeah.
Oh, they're there.
Wow.
So
lucky you.
Yeah, this evening I'm actually drinking some foolproof 1792 single barrel bourbon wine, beer, and spirits store pick. And the reason I'm having this tonight is because tomorrow, on KOE Nation, the review for this particular bourbon drops. So be
Nice.
sure to check that out, KOE Nation on YouTube. But folks,
quick note: every time Justin roots for Tony, I win.
That's true.
no,
Justin,
Justin,
maybe you should switch horses on this
I
one.
was about to
Thanks,
say,
Justin.
like, no.
Thanks, Justin. You just gave it to me.
Oh no,
Tonight
Justin,
I am
what?
sipping on
Ooh,
some
two,
Napoke
Justin.
Castle 12 year.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, oh God! And every time this happens, I win too.
Bottle
n-
betting.
Name
We'll
your
see
bottle.
I like my
Name
chances
your bottle,
now.
Justin. I'll see you next weekend, bud.
Oh,
All right, so
but yes, now
with
that that's
all
out of the
that-
way, we move on to whoa, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Put your nuts all right. Here we go. Okay,
Okay, no, we don't need the rap verse. No. So,
Oh,
those of you new to the show, new to the channel, here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, how
yeah,
we
that one
do
made Rapper's
this.
Delight sound gangster.
It did.
We break down the card, we talk about each match, and we pick each individual match. Typically, if you pick the match correctly, you get a point. Who wins, you get a point. Very simple, straightforward. But since this is such a convoluted show going over 2 nights, there are going to be a few different added bonus points in here and some tiebreakers, because let's face it, a lot of these are throwaway matches, and they're one-offs, and the build was just non-existent, and they just got thrown together at the last minute. So a lot of these could go either way, but I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of the same picks on probably half of these. So we're going to try our damnedest to make sure that there is a clear cut, undisputed champion at the end of Sunday night after night 2.
Night 2. Now I got to give WWE credit. I mean, they have somehow found a way to make a 2-night event out of a 1-match card. Like that's really something. I mean, I got to give them credit.
I got to say, you look at this card, and if you wiped half the matches off and you put this thing on one 5-hour show, it would instantly be an upgrade. And that's not meant as an insult, but it's just so
not everybody gets to make Broadway. Now, again, like Tony, you and I were considering going to this until they made it a 2-night event. Now it's looking like that was a very unwise move, because you have to sell out an arena, a stadium, twice. And there's a reason why the circus comes and the circus goes, because eventually the marks don't have any more money to give you. And so, like, this is I think next year
it's a big ask. It's a big ask of the fan base. And I understand the idea, once you commit to a 2-night shindig, it's kind of hard to go away from that. But let's just say that the era of the 2-night WrestleMania has not exactly been one of illustrious crowd turnouts, because if you'll recall, the first one, there was nobody there. The second one, they had about an eighth the crowd.
Why wasn't anybody there?
Yeah,
I'm confused.
There was. I feel like there was some stuff going on at the time, but anyhow, Phooey and Pshaw. But we'll see how this.
It's a good start to 2-night events.
Yeah, I'm really curious what the crowd's going to look like, because they're going to have to start giving away tickets to fill out the arenas, which that is not good when you got to pay per WrestleMania. When you got to buy the house, that's but we'll see what happens. Now, guys, among the many matches we're going to see, there's so many. I could talk about the ones that are immediately coming to my mind, but Tony, you're the one that keeps us punctual. You're the one that keeps us on track. What is the first match we are going to review or predict from night 1, good sir?
All right, so I've got, like I said, I've got it in a notepad on my computer, so I'll be keeping track of our individual scores throughout the weekend. But I'm just going based off of the website that I pulled all the matches off of, and the first one that they had listed for night number 1 of the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. Truly, just one I've been looking forward to for decades and decades. Rey and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul.
I know.
Why is this a thing? Remind me why this is a fucking thing.
Because Logan Paul can sell tickets.
Yes, they want Logan Paul on the card. Rey Mysterio can kind of protect him. Mysterio and Miz will basically work around Logan, and also the hope is to maybe give Dominic some of this rub too while they're at it. There's a lot of things they're hoping to accomplish here, and unfortunately, I think maybe only about a third of them are going to make it.
Can I give you the best case scenario for this?
By all means.
Dominic
They
finally
cancel the match?
turns. Well, that too. Dominic finally turns heel and blows this whole damn thing. And then we see the feud between Ray and Dominic is because Dominic wants to earn his mask. He wants his luchador mask, like lucha libre mask, whatever. That's the best case scenario. And that sounds lame as shit. That sounds terrible because I don't care about a Rey Mysterio Dominic Mysterio feud. So I'll start off. Miz and Logan Paul win this one.
I see. I'm with you. Like I would like to see a Ray versus Dominic match for his mask, but I don't want to see it right now because the build for this thing has been awful, and I don't want to see it at SummerSlam with this being the impetus of that build. So if they're going to do that, it needs to be built over a year. Let's start this here. It doesn't mean that they have to completely turn on each other, but start the seeds here. They've already kind of planted that idea. And the only reason that Dominic doesn't have a mask is because he's waiting for his father to retire to take his. That's the only thing that makes sense. So I don't know. This one could go either way. Like you said, it could be great if he turned on him. It could.
Everybody's expecting Dominic to turn heel on Ray. What if Ray turns heel on Dominic? It's like, son, you've been too soft.
He starts beating the shit out of his kid.
Son, this is your day where you drink concrete and harden the fuck up. And like, if you want to do what I do, you ain't hard enough, son. And so I think
I might actually like that angle.
Yeah, Ray turning heel on Dominic.
I would
suddenly
watch that.
You got an ultra sympathetic babyface. So that is where
I would like Ray to do the Dominic. You keep costing me all of these matches. You're ruining my legacy. Why would I give you my mask?
He gets real personal. It's like, me getting your mama pregnant with you cost me a title shot back in the day, and like just starts getting all like angry.
Title shot. You cost me this house. You cost me. It's like
does like the redneck dad thing. And me getting your mama pregnant with you cost me my dirt biking career. Damn it, boy! Like he does that kind of thing. But no, I'm with you. This is an excuse to let Logan Paul hold his hand up high at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in agreement because the only reason I was thinking about the Mysterios as the winners here is because if this actually is the opener, they'll want that feel-good moment. But other than that, if it's not the opener, I really don't see any way that the Mysterios end up winning this. Logan Paul's got the celebrity name, so they brought him in for a reason. And last time he was on the show, he ended up looking like a jackass getting a stunner from Kevin Owens.
Exactly.
So this time, I think, he gets his hand raised.
Yeah.
I agree, guys.
I don't really.
Unfortunately, I'm in agreement. Miz and Logan Paul, and this was probably supposed to be John Morrison's match anyway, so it doesn't really matter who you put in. I was winning.
That's right. Belt's coming home to Iowa. Belt's coming to Iowa.
Boo!
Boo! Boo! This man. All right, that's enough on this match. Let's move on to the next on the list. Oh boy, what I'm actually looking forward to. Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champ, versus Bianca Belair. A rematch from the SummerSlam squash that they've been building since that day. What do you think, guys?
Hooray.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody biting on this one?
I've got a few thoughts on this
I'll
one.
let you two go first. Since I'm the champion, I'll take champion's advantage here.
All right, fine.
He's gonna take that advantage many times tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah,
we won't give him the opportunity on Sunday.
Sorry. I mean, you should be so sympathetic towards me.
Yeah. Hey, he got rid of your hiccups, Tony.
No, they're still there. They're just kind of buried for the moment. But Tyler says Bianca.
Okay.
So with this one, it could go either way. This is another coin flip one. Again, they've been building this thing for a while. But is this going to go the opposite way? Is Bianca going to come in and squash Becky, get that win back, get the belt back? Or is Becky going to continue to find dastardly heel ways to just eke out another win? I could see this going either way. I really, really could.
I have exactly what you're saying. The dastardly deeds. It's going to look like Becky is just going to cheat her way to this win at the very last moment. And this is going to be the feel goods of the feel goods. Here's the one problem I have, though, is the crowd does not want to cheer against Becky. Like, it's
always been the case. Yeah.
The booking on this, like, it's not that it was necessarily bad. It's just they didn't do enough to make Becky the bad guy. It's tough to make Becky the bad guy, obviously.
It's the Stone Cold problem. The more you turn her heel, the more they like her.
Right. So for that, I've been wanting to like, oh, Becky's gonna retain, isn't she? What is the feel goods in this match? But no, this is a gut feeling. This has nothing to do with like go home math or any of that shit. This is just you can't do Bianca wrong again. Like we have to make this right.
I have to agree.
Bianca wins this one.
You went with Bianca too, Phil?
Yeah, I'm going with Bianca as well. I mean, it kind of has to be. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
you can't do her dirty again.
Betty 2 belts can go home with her baby for a little while Bianca stays on the road.
She can still look good. Becky can lose this match and still look good. Whether
Tony's
maybe she doesn't try to cheat.
Tony's thinking about taking Becky here because
I already thought about it, and it's been my thought process all week. Like, who's going to win? Like, I've been battling with this one for a few days, but over the last couple days, I really thought about it. I'm like, it makes too much sense to give the win to Bianca. They're going to fuck us over here. Wait for it.
Do it.
Becky's going to win at Mania and then probably drop it, at the WrestleMania Backlash. That's how this will go.
Okay.
Oh, so who are you taking, T?
I'm taking Becky.
Okay.
Love
Tony's
it.
got
Love it.
Becky. All right. Chicken, you and me might be singing the blues on this match because this one could kind of go either way, but I think this has to be.
I could make a case for this either way.
Bianca did have the fucking WrestleMania moments of WrestleMania.
They would have to make Bianca look real strong if she fucking loses this, and it would be too obvious for Becky to cheat to win. Like that's why I just it doesn't make sense to me. Not at WrestleMania.
I think it's too obvious. I think it's too obvious to give Bianca.
I think your way's too obvious.
Could be.
Oh my God, they're both too obvious.
But also at the same time, there could be a lot of title changes on this show. This would be a way for somebody to retain.
Because you don't know who's going to win?
It'd be nice for a change, wouldn't it?
Chicken, do not confuse confusing, inconsistent booking with good build. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Just because they don't know what they're doing from week to week isn't a fucking wow, this is so unpredictable. I'll give you that.
Speaking of amazing booking and storytelling, that brings us to our next match. Drew,
we don't need this match to happen. We do not need this match. Tony, we saw this match live over 2 fucking years ago. It was King Corbin. Oh, no. Wait, that was with Roman Reigns. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We've seen this match for 2 years.
I can understand your confusion, but no, it feels like we have been watching McIntyre and Corbin for 2 years.
Happy Corbin versus a long-haired guy with wet hair.
These guys have kind of been feuding for what feels like forever. Corbin debuted in 2016. 2016 when he won the Andre Battle Royal at that Mania. So, yeah, this one feels like it's been going a while.
This could have been the main event to the Go Home SmackDown before WrestleMania. This is another example of not everybody gets to make Broadway. Drew, I know you were the shit 2 years ago, and then COVID cut that short. Corbin, he's just such a good hand. He doesn't injure anybody. He's pillow soft and he makes it look like he's killing you out there. And so, yeah, Corbin's going to always have a place, but I think him and Madcap if there was going to be a battle royal or some sort of ladder match clusterfuck, that's where this should have gone, in my opinion. But there's not going to be any of that. But so this is, folks, wherever they place this match will be the definition of a dead spot.
So, did you guys watch SmackDown?
I did. I watched what Madcap won the Battle Royal for Andre Trophy, and the go home was just more disaster. Corbin and Moss.
Drew got his sword back.
He did.
Nice.
and he stood tall at the end.
I
He
got
did.
my mojo
Which
back.
would make you think he's going to lose at WrestleMania. But he's not going to.
I was about to say, happy
With
Corbin.
Madcap Moss winning the Royal Rumble and gets that trophy, now he has something shiny to hold over Happy Corbin's head. Happy Corbin lost his sword, so I see a little feud's gonna come up.
Okay.
Yeah, there's gonna be some dissension here. You already seen it throughout. If you watch SmackDown, you seen they were building up. There's a little feud because during the Royal Rumble, Happy Corbin comes out and tries to give Madcap Moss advice during the Royal Rumble. Madcap Moss almost gets thrown out 3 times because of the shitty advice coming from Corbin, but yet he still manages to win the Royal Rumble without Corbin's advice. So like it's actually okay storytelling. It's not great, but it's okay. I see where it's going, and Drew McIntyre will win tomorrow.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Happy Corbin is basically like 3 steps removed from the Brooklyn Brawlers' illegitimate love child. And
Love
if
it.
Drew McIntyre loses tomorrow, he should just ask for his release.
Yeah.
Like Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre teaming with Chris Jericho up against the fucking Jurassic Express would be a better use of your time, Drew.
Man.
Okay, like
Wow.
that
I
would
feel so bad for Drew McIntyre. You have to.
I love that.
Drew McIntyre and Eddie Kingston versus the fucking Best Friends is a better use of your fucking time. I like how Eddie Kingston's where you. Okay, that's where I draw the line, Phil. Whoa.
No,
whoa.
the Best Friends
Yeah.
is where I draw the line. Jesus. All right, so we've all got Drew. This is pretty easy, cut and dry.
Yep.
If Drew McIntyre loses, yeah.
I
he
think
should
we talked
probably be-
way too much about that match.
We probably
Agreed.
talked about that match longer than the people who are agenting this match talked about it.
Yeah.
I hope we talked about that match longer than it actually lasts. So moving right along, one that we can probably gloss over pretty quickly, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The champs, the Usos,
Present.
versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogers. It's Boogs, excuse me.
Rick Boogs.
Tag team match for the SmackDown tag titles. Ooh,
Can I be honest with
who
you
else
guys?
is stoked?
I'm gonna go ahead. All right.
Go ahead.
A part of me really wishes, I really wish Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs would win. I do, because that would just be fucking hilarious to me. But also, I'll never forget when we were watching Royal Rumble, and I was watching it with my daughter, and we both heard it at the same time. It sounded like the commentator said, "Look at the power of boobs," and we just both laughed. It's like, yep. So he's now kind of in the back of my mind, always going to be one of my favorites because of that. So
Boob power.
I would love to see Rick Boogs take it. But this is, hey, hello everybody. The Usos are tag team champions. Do you remember that? Everybody take a look at them for a moment. Do you see them? They're in the ring. They did some super kicks. They even did a frog splash. Well, wasn't that nice? So yes, the Usos are going to win. The only reason they'd take the belts off of them is if it was to cause some sort of drama within the tribal family. But I don't think, the Usos are now.
They played around with that a year ago, and it didn't go over well.
Yeah, it didn't hit.
To me, I think the Usos are kind of like the peak of tag team wrestling. They're kind of like this generation's like Dudley's or Hardy's or Edge and Christian, which you got to put the New Day in there too. They're this generation's them. So I think this is just going to be the Usos showing off how nice they are. Nakamura gets to have another WrestleMania under his belt, and Rick Boogs gets to make his big WrestleMania debut.
And he gets to lift people up and curl them several times. It'll be great.
Which Uso is lighter? That'll be the one that he'll be doing the bench press on.
Yep, I agree. Usos.
Yeah, I can't. I'd love to pick Boogs and Nakamura. I think that would make a lot of sense.
They're kind of fun.
If it was going to be the opener, if that was going to be the opener,
I hope I'm wrong.
I think that would open the door for Boogs and Nakamura. But I got it. Yeah, I got to go with the Usos as well. I just don't see it. I'd like to.
So
yeah, I kind of like the idea of them dropping the belts before night 2, just so Roman's shitting bricks. He's worried. They've got a scar on the stable, but I just don't see
Brock costs him the title. That would be neat.
that.
But they're
Would
not
be
gonna
neat.
they're not gonna bring Brock out for a tag team title angle.
Yeah, that ain't gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that doesn't
Sorry.
make
Brock's
sense.
not even gonna be there until the next day.
Yeah, true. He's not even gonna be in fucking Texas until
He'll be skinning
Sunday.
it. He'll be skinning a deer on Saturday.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, was that night one thing on? Did I miss that? All right, let's move right along. The New
Okay.
Day, King Xavier Woods.
The New
and
Day
Kofi Kingston.
versus the Peaky Blinders. I don't care what the
Yep.
fuck you call them. They're the fucking
Okay.
Peaky Blinders. Okay.
Peaky Blinders it is.
It's Thomas Shelby and my brothers, the Shelby brothers. Like, I get the feeling that's why we have the War Viking Raider experience, is because Vince McMahon watched a couple episodes of Vikings and said, we need to have this on our show. And then Vince McMahon watched like 3 episodes of Peaky Blinders, and it's like, you know what? You're from like England, Ireland, or something, right? Shave your hair off and you're butch. Like, yeah, like that is exactly why we have this fucking Sheamus versus Ridge Holland. The Sheamus, Ridge Holland, Butch particular group, because somebody
Butch.
in the creative team watched a couple episodes of Peaky Blinders, period. And so
PJ.
from now on, folks, on this podcast, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch will only be referred to as the Peaky Blinders.
All right, so who we got? New Day or Peaky Blinders?
I got New Day. And this will be I don't know. I have a feeling. So we know about Big E in the botch, the accident, and he's not totally healed. But this could be an easy spot to bring Big E out just to get the crowd pumping. He can be ringside. He doesn't have to actually do anything or do much at all. This would be a really, really great spot to get the crowd pumping. New Day rocks. Yeah. This is an easy one to, New Day wins.
You know, if it wasn't for the neck break and Ridge Holland being directly responsible for it,
I know.
That's
what creates kind of the drama, right?
I would be going for the Peaky Blinders, but
Exactly.
I must say, oh, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champions and feel the power. The New Day gonna win. Yes, they will. Yeah, it's gonna be the New Day, folks.
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly
for the neck
what I
break
was thinking.
alone.
Like, even if like Big E's not ringside or he's even just
really
in
wanted
the
to take
back,
Peaky.
and the fact that the Peaky
I would love it
Blinders-
if they bring Big E out on this. I would love it, even if nothing happens and he just stands there and cheers him on, wearing a neck brace the whole time, whatever. Like I could, there's so much you could do with
when
it.
Big E comes back and he's fully healed up, like completely healed up, I think he
Fingers
still
crossed.
needs to come out with the neck brace, and they need to tease Ridge Holland going for another belly to belly at ringside, and then Xavier or Kofi saves him last second. I think they need to tease that on television.
Depending on how serious
"I'm
the
gonna-"
injury is, they could do that this weekend.
That would be fucking awesome. But like, now, granted, far be it from wrestling to exaggerate an injury.
Yeah.
I don't think they exaggerated this one.
I don't
Yes.
like, because that was
a pretty
big
bad
motherfucker landing right on his head, and you saw his shit jerk weird. So
I always thought that was gonna be a Formatope Suicida, not a belly
tickle.
belly.
Man, yeah, you never know. Like, any move could be one that fucks you up. I mean, Triple H tore his fucking quad just stepping weird, hitting a guy. So, I mean, you really never know.
Well, Vince McMahon hit his fucking shins jumping into the ring, or
his goddamn
his quads.
blew out.
Yeah.
He just had to
Pouring
bark
out for
orders
Triple
sitting there.
H's career.
Yeah.
We do need to. We'll address that between night 1 and night 2.
So we've all got the New Day. No real craziness there because we're just kind of being bad taste.
Not a lot of differences yet.
Ireland the win on this one when they are kind of responsible for there only being 2 New Day members. So we've arrived. Here it is. God damn it.
So,
All right.
Seth freaking Rollins versus to be announced.
I just got to put it out there. Look, I have not only doubled down, but quadrupled down at this point about Cody Rhodes isn't coming to WWE. This is all a work. He's still under contract to AEW, or even if he's not, he's going back there anyway. This is all just a big work. They're just talking shit. WWE's just playing off of the rumors, trying to generate some views on the Raws and the go homes. It really looks like I'm going to be wrong about this one. Like, really, really looks like I'm going to be wrong about this one. Whether or not he shows up to wrestle Seth Rollins, shows up at Mania, or shows up at the Raw after, my odds on being correct about this one don't look good.
Don't think it's a work anymore, T?
But that, I didn't say that, Phil. I didn't say that. I'm sticking to my guns.
Ooh.
I'm putting it forward right now. I'm not going to pick Cody at all on this pick.
Now, how are the points breaking down for the picks?
Now, how we're going to pick this one, since this could be anybody except Cody Rhodes. Well, you can pick Cody if you want, and you'll probably be right because I'm probably going to be wrong. But how we're going to pick this, we will pick a 1-point pick and a half-point pick. So, if your 1 point's correct, you'll get a point. If your half point's correct, you'll get a half a point. If neither picks are correct, you'll get no points. So we can pick a 1 and a half a point pick. So pick your likely candidate and pick a dark horse candidate for this one.
Chicken, go for it.
Cody Rhodes for 1 point.
Yep.
You little bitch. Tyler picks TBA. Good choice.
Yeah, well, TBA is going to win this match no matter who it is.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Ricochet for your half point. Cody Rhodes.
It's a long shot. It's a far out there one, but Ricochet needs his moment. Like IC champion, he's always done well with everything. He's done well as IC champ. Like, get him somebody big. Like, this would be cool. I know it won't be a crowd pop, a crowd pleaser. It's probably not likely. But I think Cody Rhodes is a lock anyway, so I don't care what my second or
it
my
certainly looks that way.
Yep. And in terms of the 1 point pick, Chicken, you and I are in agreement. But in terms of my half point pick, no. I think they
here comes the money.
I was thinking
you going that route?
No, I really thought about it. I really
So did I.
did.
So did I.
But no, they just fired his ass. So I don't. Maybe they would. Maybe they'd pull that move. I could see it, but I think they're gonna go something a little bit more nostalgia. Seth is standing out there. The lights go down. You start to see the dry ice smoke come to pull in. They even tease some purple lights. But then you hear
No.
doom, 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 doom. Dun, 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 dun. Goldberg.
Fucking hilarious.
Yes, they bring out
Goldberg just comes out and spears him and jackhammers him, and it's over.
Yep. Because Goldberg did sign an extension to his contract, and he is in Dallas this weekend.
He'll be the hired hitman.
So that's my take for a half-point pick is Goldberg.
I hate it and I love it at the same time. Okay, cool.
Tony's like, God, I hate you both.
No, this is the match. Like, these are all things that I want to say. But I'm not going to say anything that you guys have said already. Like, this is going to be the match that fucks me in the end. I already know how this is going to go. My half-point pick, somebody else who just happens to be in Dallas this weekend. It's not Goldberg, although that would make sense.
Dude, they're all in Dallas this weekend. It's WrestleCon.
Yes, because WrestleCon is going on. So they're all in Dallas, but that's why it's throwing everybody for a loop. Here's the thing.
Ooh.
Seth Rollins has been going on a bit of a rampage on his Twitter this week, dropping pictures of Goldberg, of Shane McMahon, fucking Marco Stunt, just teasing who's going to be my opponent.
Oh, yeah, that would be fucking... Oh, the crowd would love that.
But that's what I mean. Marco. It's not going to be somebody that he tweeted out. And I don't believe he's tweeted out somebody he's had a lot of run-ins in the past with. And that's... either Bray Wyatt or The Fiend. I mean, that's my half-point pick. He's in Dallas, for fuck's sakes. They fired him a year ago. They haven't
So
had to pay
half
this
point?
guy for a year. That's my
Half point?
half-point pick.
Yeah. That's your half.
What's
point.
your 1
I
point?
was about to say, I'll give you that under any iteration. Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, fucking Husky Harris.
That would
Husky-
be the
Husky
biggest
Husky
pop of the
one.
night.
I'll give
I
it to
tell you.
If you're not gonna if Cody's not gonna wrestle that match, and The Fiend came out,
Bray would be the
the
best.
fucking crowd forgives the lack of Cody instantly. It's not like they're even that excited.
The
to
crowd
see
will
him. They
forgive
just
the
want it
last
verified that he's
150
there.
releases.
Yeah, they don't care about Cody. They just want to know that Cody's actually signed to WWE, which I still don't think he is. And if The Fiend comes out, they're going to be saying Cody who, which is what they'll be saying in about
they
3
won't care.
months
They
if
won't
he
care.
actually is fucking signed.
Yeah.
So
Now, I will say,
Fine.
if Cody doesn't come out, congratulations to you about making WrestleMania weekend all about you, despite not even being there. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
right, my 1 point pick. This probably should have been my half point pick, but fuck it, I'm going with it. Gable Stevenson.
What?
Gable Stevenson.
Gable Stevenson.
Gable Stevenson.
Is this because you have no confidence in WWE?
No, this is because they've signed Gable Stevenson. He's done with his wrestling, his amateur wrestling.
God.
He's signed. What better way to bring in a fresh face?
Nobody
Like
knows
that.
who he is.
The Raw after
Doesn't matter.
WrestleMania. That's a better way.
What a better way.
Oh my
exactly.
God.
But this is WWE.
Tony-
you got to remember,
Tony
this is
might be right on
WWE.
this, and
This is
I think
WWE.
I'm still right that like this is a bad pick, but I think Tony could be right.
Oh,
I'm
Tony's
onto something here.
It's
whether
an
you like to
awful
admit it or
pick,
not.
but Tony's got like a great because I could
Fuck!
see that. Like,
I hope they
John
don't.
Laurinaitis.
God.
Look at how big this kid is. Look at how big he is. He's gonna go out there.
I
He's a
fucking
great
hope they
grappler.
don't do
Bruce
They
that.
Pritchard.
think this kid could be the next Brock Lesnar, okay?
This
fucking
kid could
Why
be,
wouldn't
look at
you
him.
debut
He
this
could
guy
be the next
against
Brock
Seth Rollins
Lesnar. We just
at
need to make
Mania?
him a septic tank.
For the love of
repairman to give his
God, please
personality.
no. God damn
Yeah,
it!
I don't wanna see it
They'll
either. I think
ruin.
it's ridiculous.
They'll ruin. No. It'd be ruined.
Unfortunately,
It'd
like,
be
no,
You're
ruined.
immediately putting this kid under fire,
It's
and the
got to
crowd
be
is
somebody
going
that
to
the
hate
crowd
it.
knows. It's got to be
It
somebody
doesn't
that the
matter.
crowd knows. If it's somebody
This
that
is
they've never heard of,
WWE, Phil.
Yeah. Tony's right.
because Tony,
Phil.
if they do come out like Gable Stevenson, they're gonna have the same reaction me and Chicken had. Yeah, that
Chick came in
wrestling
it, but-
kid. Yeah. Oh, okay, good for him. Okay, well, good luck, Seth. Let's see if this is truly your broom handle moment.
Pretty much.
He's not gonna be able
All
to
right.
fucking do much.
I
So,
hate
you
it.
know,
I hate
I
it.
hate
And I
it.
love it all at the same time.
All right. Now, before we move on to the last match of night one, we're getting there, folks. This is something we have to address right here, right now. This is only going to count in the event of a tiebreaker between one or two or three of us, right?
You hear
Okay,
that,
so-
Phil? Only if there's
yes.
a tie.
because this technically isn't a match because Stone Cold's been saying,
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
we're not
coming
there
back
yet.
for a
We're not there
match.
yet.
Not
there yet.
Okay.
We're still on the Rollins match. This is a tiebreaker if Cody Rhodes is not Seth's opponent. Does he still show up during WrestleMania?
No. He's the Raw after WrestleMania.
No. Okay. Chicken.
God damn it. I originally wanted to say no, but I
Now
know
you kinda have to say yes.
I know
It's
it's
like,
at
shit.
stake here.
I'm saying no because I have to.
Yeah, at
What?
this
I'm
point, Tony, you're kinda
trying to
committed.
think of what else he
I
would
don't even
show
think
up
that'd be a good
for.
hedge of your bets at this point to say yes for you. So
I'll say yes. I'll say yes.
okay, all right. So
Again, this point only counts in the event of a tiebreaker that would actually be
Okay,
broken.
all right,
by
all
this
right.
Irrelevant
show.
unless there's a tie.
all right, so in case me and
There we
Chicken
go.
have the exact same fucking score all night, we will still have and over both
Yes.
nights. Now, guys, I'm just curious. I want this to be established right now before we proceed any further. Okay, when night one gets concluded, are we allowed to change our picks for night two, or are they set in stone upon the hitting of end broadcast tonight?
I think
think
they're
it should be
set in stone.
I think you know what?
I-
I'm in agreement. Chicken?
I agree. However, I think we'll all sit there tomorrow night going,
And bitch.
Fuck, we should be allowed to do the thing.
One of the three of us or all three of us are going to go,
all
God
three.
damn it.
How the fuck were we supposed to know that Hulk Hogan came out of retirement and he made the main event tomorrow night a three-way dance? Like, okay, in those kind of circumstances, I think we can have our little rehuddle, but otherwise, we're set in stone.
Unless
after
there's
we hit
something
end
all
broadcast
three of
tonight.
us agree are just like, holy shit circumstances, we have to get on live and we have to talk about this
Yeah,
That's
and
fair.
rehash the last night. It would take all
Cody
three of us.
debuted and
100%.
NWO's back, and
Yeah. It'd have to be a unanimous vote. We all think this is substantial, and we have to relook.
The Cody World Order just destroyed the ring and beat up half the roster, and like, okay, all right. So now that is
settled.
All right,
We're almost
moving.
done with night one. I promise night two is going to go faster, folks. I promise.
I doubt it.
All right. Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, defends against Rowdy Ronda Rousey in basically the main event.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Charlotte Flair, she's a great final boss of wrestling, but she tends to lose at WrestleMania more than she wins, which could be a great argument for why she should hold on to the title. But this is Ronda getting her win back in a way, and also she holds the SmackDown title, which she never did in the previous run. So I've got Rowdy Ronda Rousey to take the title, and it'll be in one of those weird arm bars where the opponent's arm is bent like this, the way that arms bend. But she's still going to capture the title, and it's going to be fairly clean, and it's going to give Ronda an interesting new run. So, and Charlotte, this just helps get her to that 17-time championship all the faster.
I think she's at 13 currently, believe it or not. It doesn't seem possible, but yeah. Oof.
And they even knocked off her Divas championships.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the way they actually count world championships now with the women's division is actually pretty strange.
Hey,
but if they were also going to
go, guys, it's pro wrestling.
Chicken.
Oh yeah.
How about you go fuck yourself? Well, but no, I was just about to say, if you're going to count every time that Ric Flair won the world title at a house show somewhere in like Tuscaloosa or middle of nowhere, he would be like his world championships would number in the hundreds. Like, so, I mean, there is that. So I understand what you're saying. And I think we lost Tony and oh no, for a second, I thought like Tony was just, if I stay still, will they?
He was trying not to hiccup.
I'm trying not to get the fucking hiccups back.
It's not a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Don't
with this match, Charlotte is obviously doing a way better job promoting this. Ronda has fucking been flat. I've been like watching the promos and like watching some of this. She's not into this. I could see. I'm sure she's into the money, but God, she ain't fucking showing it. Like, you want money, you got to start earning that. We'll see what happens if she's not into it. Like, okay, so SmackDown, you seen Charlotte come out and give a big old fiery speech and look big. So, go home math tells you that, Ronda's probably got a better chance of taking this because she didn't come out. But God damn it. I think more of that was because Ronda's done such a shitty job of advertising this match and hyping this match and just being passionate about wrestling. As an observer, I don't feel like Ronda's fucking heart's in this right now. Just kind of looks like Ronda's going through the fucking motions, and she is who she is. So I still think she's going to win, but I could see if she shows up that night with an attitude. I could we've heard several times in the past where McMahon at the last minute was like, no, we're making a change because he's pissed off about something. This could be one of those ones that he flips. I still think Ronda wins, but I would not be surprised if last minute the decision changes.
I can't disagree with anything you just said. You're right. Ronda's been flat, but here's the reason Ronda's been flat. She took what 2 years off, 2 full years off before returning, and once she did, she was immediately thrust back into the exact same role that she was expected to have when she debuted. That's happy, smiling, waving Ronda Rousey, not badass bitch Ronda Rousey, who's a heel, who's a natural heel. Vince
Yeah.
McMahon expects her to go out and smile and be nice and have the crowd love her. And the crowd doesn't want that. They want bitch Ronda. Let her be that. But
You're
this is
going
Vince's
against
world.
Charlotte fucking Flair.
We're all
It's
just
not
living
hard to look like a good person.
Well, that's just it. And if you're a bitch to Charlotte, you're going to get over more. That's
Yeah.
just how that works. But Vince
Yeah.
doesn't want to understand that. So I don't disagree with anything you said. But I got to thinking about it. Last year, Charlotte wasn't even on WrestleMania. The year before that, she beat Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's title in
True.
front of nobody. The year before that, she lost the triple threat to Ronda against Becky Lynch. So, but she's also ended Asuka's winning streak at WrestleMania. Like she's done a lot at WrestleMania. So her win-loss record isn't really important here. It's the moment that matters, and if she's involved with it. And unfortunately for Charlotte, this moment's going to be all Ronda Rousey because it has to be. Even if this is not a long-term title reign by Ronda, it's going to be Ronda. She's going to be the SmackDown Women's Champion, and Fox is going to cream their pants because they have Ronda Rousey as a champion on their television program every Friday night.
Yes.
So it's just that simple.
We're all in agreement.
Did you have a rebuttal?
Ronda, all the way around.
We're all Ronda.
You think Will Smith will make an appearance?
No.
Will Smith versus R-Truth.
I would actually enjoy that, but
now we move on to the last
the technical main event of night one. Night one is going to feel like an eternity compared to night two.
Okay, now what
Kevin Owens show,
folks,
featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The grand return of Stone Cold Steve Austin to wrestle, and this is his warm-up show to his Saudi Arabia tour that's coming up over the next 2 years.
Pretty much.
Sorry, T. This is not his only time. If they're backing up the Brinks truck once, it's like Paul Heyman one time said when he signed a contract, which I was just going to do like backstage voicing work. That was it. I was just going to do voicing work for DVDs. But
when you get there, you go, I can do this.
Well, no. When they know they've got access to you, a hard dick has no scruples. What? We got access to Heyman. Well, can he do commentary? Well, what about doing managing? Can he do that? Can he do that? And so the man's like, what? We got access to Stone Cold. Well, what do you think? What if we back up the Brinks truck to your house again for you to do a Saudi show? So yeah, this is not going to be the last time you see Stone Cold.
Look at it this way. Jim Cornette was the owner and operator of Smoky Mountain Wrestling when the WWE wanted to start swapping talent. They're like, hey, why don't you just, come up and come up here for a little bit. Just come visit, since we're swapping talent anyway. Hey, while you're here, would you like to manage? Well, I mean, while you're managing this guy, would you want to manage this guy? Hey, while you're managing, you want to start doing some office work too? And before you knew it, Smoky Mountain was out of fucking business and Jim Cornette was a WWF employee. So it's the damnedest thing how they just lure you into doing what they want. So with that being said, we're not predicting anything here for a point because there's nothing to predict here. The only thing to predict is a tiebreaker point here. This is only
tiebreaker only. Only if it becomes a tie will this matter.
Will this Kevin Owens show between Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin, will this turn into an actual match?
Will the bell ring and a 1, 2, 3 count?
With an actual referee.
With an actual referee. Not the Stone Cold Mankind and Shawn Michaels beatdown that we saw a few years ago.
Since the emperorship is on the line, I'm going to give you the first one because I took
I'm
Cody
sorry,
one
but
first.
you claim the emperorship. So.
Well, yes, it is my emperorship, but it's on the line for you. Well, yes, I am the emperor. You can dispute all you want, but it will be undisputed by the end of this weekend, chicken.
This will not be a match.
You do not think this will be a
Doesn't know.
match. There will be no bell, no
There will be no bell. There will be no counts. This will be a fucking stunner from Stone Cold and beers thrown around and a lot of chugging.
Oh,
It will be old school Attitude Era feel. It will be a fucking throwback to 1999, fucking Stone Cold, and that's it.
Tony, what are your thoughts?
How many beers will Stone Cold drink? That's a real bet.
Well, it
Yes.
depends whether they're NAs or if they're his Broken Skull IPAs. If it's NAs, it's going to be like 10. If it's his IPAs, like 2.
It's got to be non-alcoholic beer. I'm on probation.
6 push NAs. With this one, I could go either way with this, really, because I don't think it'll be a match, but I could see it being a match where, like, The Rock beat Eric Rowan.
I could see Kevin Owen being a little bitch and like ring the bell, we're doing this, like, or like they like do some weird little fucking thing like that. But I don't think they would want to do that at WrestleMania. I think that comes later.
Against my better judgment, and since this is only in the event of a tie between one or more of us, I'm going to say yes, just because it's only worth a tiebreaker point.
Okay, it's a full point, right?
It's a full point if I'm tied with one of you guys.
Okay.
God. I really got to agree with Chicken here. I don't think Stone Cold's going to sully the last match that he had with The Rock by having the bell ring.
I don't think he will.
But you said that he's going to, so good luck,
folks.
TNT.
I'm going with yes.
Folks
I'm
watching,
with
do you
yes,
see
only
what's
because it's worth a
happening?
tie.
Folks at home, do you see what's happening?
Oh, I know, Chicken. You've imitated me the last 10 matches
Phil,
in a row.
No, Phil.
You can now claim
everything that Phil's ever claimed against me is like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You're just sucking off the teeth
Cody
of
Rhodes.
chicken here.
I
like
took that one first, actually. So nice try, Chicken.
Oh, you took one thing. You took one thing that I already was already there with, but
whether he shows up if he's not the opponent. So
okay.
So yes.
All right, ladies, that's enough. God damn it! Come on now, play nice.
No,
hey, Chicken, I gave you every opportunity to make up as many extra points as you want, and I'm sorry.
Night 2, guys. Jesus,
I will beat you fair and square, Phil.
Night 2. There's a night 2, guys. You got to start talking.
We're well fucking aware. There's 2 nights of this shit, too. We know.
Chicken sees the business part, and Phil and Toady see the entertainment. Depends on the match. So, without further ado, let's get into night fucking 2. And holy God, this
point we're gonna be hungover.
I fucking hate this one.
So this match,
I'm going last. I'm telling you now,
isn't it? Okay. I'll go ahead as champion. I'll open this one. This match, I'm pretty convinced that no one cares about it. Not even Queen Zaliga, Carmella, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Natalya, Sasha Banks. I'm convinced that they because a lot of these are just thrown together teams because hey, we don't have any.
All of the teams are thrown together teams.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and say Sasha Banks, Naomi, because why not? I mean, you can flip a fucking coin twice and arrive at a fucking.
Vega are not going to retain. That's the only thing I know. And if I had to pick another team I don't think that was going to win, it would probably be Natalya and Baszler. So that just leaves Naomi and Sasha and Liv.
What's funny is
Rhea.
Chicken was probably thinking about picking Sasha and Naomi, and I was like, well, fuck, after the shit I just gave Phil, I can't fucking pick Naomi.
Yeah. I'm torn on this one because it's such a clusterfuck. It could go anywhere.
Ripley and Liv
right now the crowd is white hot behind Liv and Rhea because they love Liv, and Rhea's just a badass chick. But Naomi and Sasha have kind of been built up to look like they're going to win this thing, and Sasha's never won at WrestleMania, ever. So I'm kind of torn between 2 teams on this one. I really am. And it's not the champs. C is
then
for
why
champion.
did they put 4 in there?
Yes.
Why not just make us torn between two
Because
teams?
they didn't put the fucking women's battle royal on the show, so they did this instead. Jesus, it's a shit. So I'm Phil. Who'd you go with? You went with Sasha and Naomi.
Because yeah, I mean, I guess why not? Like, yeah, that's like literally just on a guess. Like, there's no like that one. I just like okay, I like that team. Why not?
Yeah, that was my pick with a close second with Liv and Rhea, just because again, Sasha's never won at WrestleMania, and you'd think they would hold that out for like a one-on-one or a women's championship, but they've kind of given up on her, I feel like. So I'm going with this as the way that she gets that WrestleMania win, and it's for a title technically. And the way that the go home SmackDown looked, yeah, Sasha Naomi.
Yeah, all of this sucks. Everything you guys said was right.
Yep. You see what's happening here, folks? You see?
Well, no, this is the one match I could not make a decision on, and this is the one thing that was not answered to me on SmackDown, because they brought all of them out on SmackDown tonight.
Wow, they acknowledged that they exist on SmackDown?
Yeah, exactly. But it was a total shit show. None of it made any sense. But they had Sasha and Naomi like standing tall at the end, which makes me think, oh fuck, they're probably not gonna win. However, like it doesn't make sense because Rhea just like stood tall on Raw last week. Natalya and Shayna make no fucking sense. Why the fuck would you ever do that?
They're simply present.
And Zelina and Carmella are fucking awful together.
Yeah. You got to pick one.
I'm going Banks Naomi.
Oh, you see what's happening here, folks. You see what's happening. You see what's happening. Chicken's copying your champ. Yep.
I took my one opportunity to copy a pick here to stay safe.
Oh, I mean, you've been doing it. You've been doing it pretty extensively.
I'm willing to admit it. Phil's not. Phil talks shit the whole time.
I don't like picking Sasha and Naomi, but
I don't either.
Says. My heart wants Liv.
I think Zelina, it's going to be
Liv and Rhea now.
I think Zelina and Carmella are going to retain, but I'm picking Sasha. And
then pick them.
No, I'm not.
Because I picked them, and he's
this
trying
is
to be
a fucking contest to win.
Yep.
Justin Chris wants to know who the knockers next to Ronda are. Is that Charlotte? Yeah, those are Charlotte's fabricated beach balls. Yes.
So I mean, Chicken, you realize it might all come down to whether Cody Rhodes shows up or not. Like,
good.
Yep, I do realize that.
That's gonna suck quadruple for me.
Yeah, but if he shows up for the match, that doesn't count because the point was if he shows up not for the match. So Tony, we got to get another. Got to get another tiebreaker.
That's only if we tie.
Yes. But yes, we will see what. Well, it's looking like it's going to come down to that, Chicken. Because I mean, imitation
moving
is a serious
along.
form of flattery. I get it, Chicken. But
we have a few more.
Another tag team title
Jesus
match.
Fucking
we didn't have enough.
God.
Yeah, don't you love
RK
all that
bro?
text at the bottom?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I got RK bro.
Well, we're not even going to get into this one. Okay, RK bro.
Chicken, he just shouted out quickly. Fuck
RK bro, the Raw Tag Team Champions versus the Street Profits and versus Alpha Academy.
I want Alpha Academy to win. I'm going to be real here.
I do too.
I would love to see it. I don't think it'll happen. I would love to see it. Like the crowd would actually pop for that.
The Street Profits held the titles for so long and did nothing with them that I think it would feel like a step back for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They need to just split that team up and get Montez forward.
Push Montez forward to the
I think this is going to be one of the few title retentions in RK bro. So
yeah,
this is RK bro.
Alpha Academy could win this though. Like I could see it happening.
The shines
it would be my next pick. Yes.
No, my next pick would be Street Profits. Gable and Otis. I think they're just here because
way in hell. There is a 0% chance Street Profits win this.
Do we want a half a point pick on this one?
0% chances Street Profits.
Okay, Chicken. All right, I'll do that for a half point. That if RK Bro doesn't win, I take Street Profits. Do you take Gable and Otis?
I'll take Alpha.
All righty,
I
we
would also
got
take Alpha
some
for half a
maybe,
point,
kind
yeah.
of, probably not really difference point because probably
Tony,
gonna
you
be RK
gotta
Bro.
write that up like differently. Like
No, I'll just like we were doing for the.
you're
the
included
Seth
in this
Rollins
point,
match.
right? This is for
Yeah.
the
Yep,
normal
he can choose
championship,
whoever he
right?
wants, or
Like,
if he choose, like, did you choose RK Bro or who'd you choose to?
no,
We
he
all
picked,
picked RK Bro, but
he picked
yeah,
Alpha
if I
as second.
wasn't, yeah, I would pick Alpha.
So is this a
Academy as
half
my
point?
second.
Is this a half point then?
Yes, half a
Second
point.
choice is half point.
Yes.
Second choice
All
is half a
right.
point. I'm picking Alpha. Phil, you've got
Street Profits.
Street.
So boy, it's gonna be these
Zero.
fucking tag team matches.
0% chance they win.
Well,
Wow,
yeah, because
all
it's gonna be
right.
RK Bro retaining.
Okay. I like that. I'm glad we got
All
the
right.
discrepancy there.
We're
'cause this
getting
one was-
some differences here because we needed them because this needs to be settled, folks. A simple tie for the RWP title and the emperorship of Big Bucket Empire. No,
the main
no, no.
event. The main event of WrestleMania 38 is going to have a clear and decisive undisputed champion. So too does the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, for fuck's sake.
And Big Bucket Empire.
This is gonna be a rough weekend, boys.
This is going to be a really rough show, yes. Let's get into this because I don't want to talk too much about it because I fucking hate everything about this. God damn it. Why is
Johnny Knoxville is gonna win. He's gonna pin Sammy. He's aimed for 1, 2, 3. For 1, 2, 3. Johnny Knoxville will win this match. So sadly,
Johnny Knoxville.
I do not want to see, but it will come to be. At WrestleMania 38, it will be for you and me. Hey, that was fucking pretty good considering that came off the fucking top of my head there. Give me that.
Yeah,
Give me
Phil's right. Johnny Knoxville wins. We'll have Jackass Crew come out. There'll be some shenanigans. It'll be fun, or really lame.
Adam Blampier came up with something that I did like. What if this is like their answer to the Stadium Stampede match, or it's like some pre-recorded silliness with like the Jackass Crew like firing Sami Zayn out of a cannon and all that kind of stupid shit, and like I could see that being what this is.
Everybody seems to really like Johnny Knoxville's chances in this. I think he's even the Vegas favorite. Yeah, fuck this. I'm going with Sami Zayn on principle.
Oh snap! Tony just
you know why?
It's admirable. I'm going to give it to you.
You know why I'm going with Sami Zayn? Because Sami Zayn's going to be there tomorrow.
Well, so's Johnny Knoxville.
You know what I'm talking about, asshole. Sami Zayn's going to be there after WrestleMania. Johnny Knoxville's not. Sami Zayn's going to win.
Sami
you know why? Because he's the actual wrestler.
When you have the Jackass Crew come in and
day.
beat the shit out of Sami Zayn, he can take the L and move on with life. And then Johnny Knoxville's gone. Everything's fine.
No, Johnny Knoxville's going to look like he's about to win it, and then Sami Zayn will get the dastardly heel win because Sami Zayn's going to be there after WrestleMania. And if they do anything else, it's going to be another giant middle finger to the fan base. So, yeah, Johnny Knoxville will probably win. But I'm going with Sami Zayn.
Been really worried about that releasing 100.
Yeah, they love the crowd, love them to death. Thank God
Tony's
we got through that.
Trying to lose at this point.
No, I'm doing just fine. Thank you very much. Moving right along.
Oh my God, I hate this so much.
I'm gonna love this match, and I'm just
this match is gonna be fucking
I want to go
great.
first. I want to go first.
By all means.
This is gonna be a lot better than it deserves to
this
be.
might be the decision maker here.
Because I am gonna go with the up and coming star, the prodigal chosen one, Austin Theory, to take the W here over Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, great guy. He does some pretty awesome shit, like when he does that vertical under the top rope. But I think Austin Theory is the man on that night. I think it's going to be all Theory.
They have booked Pat McAfee so strong heading into this, which is stupid. So stupid.
Oh, because you got to keep your fucking sportscaster strong.
Then tonight on SmackDown, you had Austin
Theory
Theory
kept running out and sweeping the legs. And
Austin Theory was standing tall. He
Uh-oh.
he got the W tonight.
Oh, no.
So oh yes, I think Phil may have slipped up. I'm going for Pat McAfee, and I think possible extra point here. I don't know. We'll get into that later. I think there may be a special person that jumps in on this one.
Vince McMahon is special guest referee.
No, maybe here comes the money.
Oh God. So
Either way, we get some McMahon genetic jackhammery.
I was also ready to pick Theory because of how like he's the golden child of Vince right now, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, the go home SmackDown.
Everything about Go Home told me Pat McAfee's
exactly.
winning.
I gotta go with Pat McAfee here. I think this is how they're gonna get Theory away from Vince. Vince is gonna be super disappointed because Austin Theory couldn't put away a commentator, and he's basically gonna just shun him and disown him, and this will be how Vince and Theory get away from each other. So this is how you write Vince off of TV, and then Theory will just be kind of lost trying to find his way, and eventually he'll find his way because
I don't think they
love
want to get rid of Austin Theory and Vince. I think
they do.
Well, maybe they do, or maybe they want to spice it up because Austin Theory is the new Shane McMahon, and what better scenario to throw into that like mix than Shane McMahon coming in and sealing the deal and making sure Pat McAfee wins. Like that's where my mind's at, because like that would actually cause some drama that people might actually care about. I don't think it'll be fun long run, but I think for this weekend it'd be fun for me.
I really, honestly, this match, I'm actually looking forward to this match because Pat McAfee, believe it or not, can wrestle his ass.
Oh yeah, he's decent. Yeah,
he's better than he deserves to be. And Austin Theory,
this might be the one where I steal that bitch from you.
This is Austin
right
Theory's
here. This
big
is the match.
WrestleMania
This is the match, Phil.
Now, I'm glad that the big deciding moments are going to come down to what's probably going to be close to the end of night 2.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Like because like I remember one year it wasn't decided until the main event. But I remember one year that we didn't know who was going to walk away the winner of the title until the main event of WrestleMania, and that's really
nice.
how it should have been. Like
that's
it was
how it
beautiful.
should be.
And now we got a big one. We'll see how well it goes, but I think Tony, you're going to roll your eyes. This could be a sleeper potential match of the night.
McAfee in Theory? Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
it could be, actually.
I think that's
agree.
one of those.
It could be. It's going to be good.
Because McAfee knows he ain't ever coming back to WrestleMania ever again.
And
this is it.
Goddamn
this is his one time.
Theory's a future world champion if they keep the trajectory up. And they keep
he has to be. If they don't,
he's a future AJ Styles. Yeah.
Exactly. But speaking of big, I know you guys are also looking forward to this fucking match. Bobby Lashley versus
Thank God. Thank you.
Finally.
Jesus. Thank you. Oh my God. This match, which we don't need to see anymore because we already saw that Bobby Lashley can knock Omos off his feet. We already saw that, so we don't need to see this match anymore, but we get to see it nonetheless. And Bobby, I am so fucking sorry how the mighty have fallen. The fact that you are going to find yourself putting Omos fucking over at WrestleMania.
Yep.
I got Omos on this shit, and I'm really not happy with that pick. I would fucking love to be wrong. If it cost me the title damn near, I would love to be. Tony, are you taking Bobby? Are you silly enough to take Bobby?
Oh, I'm just like, you're saying everything I wanted to say. Like, this is so fucking disgusting. Why, like, not since WrestleMania 9, Giant Gonzalez versus The Undertaker, have we had to sit through something that's going to be as bad as this. This is going to be terrible. Like, I hope Theory McAfee goes on before this or after this to get everybody back into the show, because this is going to be the death spot of a 2-night fucking show. This is going to be, this could be Wrestle Shit of the year, folks. That's how important this match is. Like, and the fact, I would love to pick Lashley here. I would love to.
What
Like,
what
my
was that?
better judgment says I can't.
What was that move that the one dude used to like? He would like put you in a full Nelson and like lift you up.
Chris
and you're like,
Masters. Are you
yeah,
talking about
Chris, the
Masters?
Master Lock.
The Master Lock, yeah.
And the only person that could beat the Master Lock was Bobby Lashley.
Do we love Bobby? God, Bobby really needs.
Do you
his
think
old
Bobby
manager from
Lashley
WrestleMania
could take a
26.
Master Lock today? Like a full Nelson? Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Bobby Lashley
this
does
is,
the full Nelson.
I know this whole thing is
Do you
stupid.
think they're gonna like do a thing where Bobby can't lock in the Hurt Lock because Omos is too tall?
That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only way that Omos should be able to win this match. This is so stupid. I hate it. I'm
Almost
done talking
wins.
about it.
Almost
Yep.
wins.
Unfortunately, yes, Omos is going to win this, and it's going to be fucking terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Bobby Lashley
Okay.
still has to have shoulder surgery, from what I understand. So,
Yeah, I don't even know why they're doing this.
Like
This
now,
is-
I
this
know
is
he's got a match
awful.
later in the night, and I know they were technically feuding. But is there any way that you can like during this match just kind of have AJ Styles come out and just kind of like wrestle with Bobby Lashley around,
make it look
almost?
good.
Like, can you just like all right, AJ, I know you're pretty good, but can you make
Speaking
this chicken
of-
shit this chicken salad?
Speaking
Oh,
of,
this
what
is a
could
good now,
be
this
a
one,
match of the night?
This
could
one,
be.
AJ Styles, the phenomenal one,
it could
versus
be
the
for
rated
some
R
reason. I don't
superstar,
think it will.
Edge.
I'm gonna let you guys go first because this one
Edge.
could go either way.
I'm taking Edge on this one. He's got a new gimmick. He's got new intros. He's got new voice. He's got a new attitude. All these new things means he has to win. If you come out with all this new shit and you don't win, there's no legitimacy to it. Even Vince McMahon knows this. I know it hasn't rung true 100% of the time, but like 80% of the time, this rings true. So Edge has to win.
Chicken? Okay, I'm gonna give you a second to reconsider that because you're betting on Vince McMahon. Surely knows what the right thing to do in this instance is, and that
You're
has
taking
not
both.
been something that we've seen borne out in a
Sticking
while.
with, I know I've considered that. I'm sticking
So,
with that.
Tony, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, Phil, you had a lot to say there. Go ahead. Keep
Okay,
talking.
well, you know what? If you look at the books, AJ Styles has not won a match on pay-per-view since June of last year. To say that this guy needs a fucking W bad is a fucking understatement. And to be frank, Edge knows that the time he's got in the ring is numbered. There's a reason why he ended up giving Randy more wins.
So if
I'm
Edge
gonna-
loses, this feud is it over?
I think absolutely not. I think they make it a trilogy. And so that's why the winner of this match is going to be the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast 2019 Wrestler of the Year, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Yes.
Okay.
So we're split. I'm actually pretty torn on this one. Like you said, Phil, AJ needs a fucking win. Like, he spent the better part of a year tag teaming with fucking Omos. What a waste of AJ's Twilight career, right?
Yep.
Why would you waste one of the last years of his career teaming him against a guy who's so inept he can barely move around the ring? It drove me mad. It drove me to not even want to watch AJ Styles wrestle because I knew I was going to have to watch Omos wrestle to do it. Now that he's a single again, and Edge has brought out the
He's on the
pitbull
market.
AJ Styles. This could be the end of AJ Styles in WWE. I know he re-signed, but this is the end of his career. Like, he's wrapping up. He's winding down.
He's only got a few years. Yeah.
Well, he was
I don't
supposed to
think
be
he's
hanging it up
passing the
about
torch.
now.
I don't think he's passing the torch to Edge.
No,
Okay,
that's
I
just
think
it.
it's
You
very
got-
much the
These
other
are
way.
two vets. It's not like one of these guys is going to get a rub here. These are two vets who've been doing this a long fucking
Give
time.
the rub to that spry young
So
green kid. The
that being
Undertaker.
said, like Chicken said, Edge has got this new persona. He's now a heel. all the new means he should win, but also there's talk about Edge potentially starting up his own stable. Now, that could work against him or it could work for him in this match. I'm going to go, it's going to work for him in this match. I think this is where you see somebody added to that stable to get him the win. Edge wins.
Gangrel comes back.
No.
No.
I think you're looking
Stop
at I think you're looking at some up and coming talent, not of yesteryear.
I
No.
know. He'd be a great like manager. But now it's gonna be funny, like Chicken and I are gonna somehow through this whole event be tied the whole way and thinking, I'm gonna take it because Cody never showed up. And then in the main event of Brock Roman, Cody just whacks Roman in the back with a chair. Damn it! What the fuck? Like only had 5 minutes left to go.
I love it.
Chicken's
All right,
like, I don't care who wins.
We are almost there, folks. We've got one match left. Then we've
We're
got
almost there.
fuck you.
Almost.
We're almost there.
Almost.
All right, folks. Here we go. The main event of Night 2, WrestleMania 38. The most stupendous WrestleMania of all time.
Yes.
The title unification
Yes.
match. The Universal
Yes.
Champion versus the World Champion.
Winner
Roman
takes
Reigns
Paul. Paul
versus
Heyman
Brock
custody on a
Lesnar.
ladder match.
Folks, for the third time at WrestleMania,
That was pretty good.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are headlining a WrestleMania. Third time. That's pretty damn big if you think about it. And they're calling this the biggest main event of all time because of course they are. Is it? I don't think so, but it's definitely fucking up there.
Yeah,
Thoughts,
that's
gentlemen. What do you think? How have you felt about the build to this? Because this
Now-
has been one of the lone fucking bright spots.
I'm gonna
So,
let you
Any
guys
programming
pick.
on
Do I
WWE
go
Okay,
first or
television. This
last?
has been
I'll let you guys
unwatchable.
pick.
hold on. Reflecting on that. So Brock's beat Roman twice at WrestleMania.
I didn't say that.
Well,
This is their third match, though.
at WrestleMania.
The history here is at WrestleMania 31, Brock and Roman were main eventing, and then Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank, stole the belt out from under both of them. At WrestleMania 34, Roman and Brock clashed again one-on-one. Everybody expected Roman Reigns to walk away the victor there. Brock Lesnar, shock, retain. Here at WrestleMania 38, both men enter as champion. Only one will walk out with a belt. And Roman Reigns has held this belt, the Universal title, since the summer of 2020. This is an unprecedented title reign. Like, even if you want to compare it to the WWE World title, he is in a world-class run of his life right now. But Brock Lesnar has not been this over maybe in his whole career, and he's a good guy. He's enjoying life, for God's sakes. You can see it in his face. He's smiling. He's happy. He's giving advice to other people in the back. This is a different Brock Lesnar. It's crazy. These are unprecedented times, gentlemen.
So I'm curious. I'll let you guys pick. Do I give my pick and analysis first or last?
You go first, champ.
Tony, are you in agreement?
That's fine.
Okay. Brock Lesnar, Tony, like you said, he is more over than he's ever been. But I'm going to echo some of the thoughts of Adam Blampier when he did how he would book WrestleMania 38. But I think this is going to be fairly close to how it goes down. I think you're going to have a very close match. There's going to be many times when Brock Lesnar is really close and he's, climbing the ladder and he's almost got custody of Paul Heyman. And, no, but there's going to be some very serious moments where Paul's going to tease. Is he going this way? Is he going that way? And he seems like even he's not really sure. Like he'll give Roman Reigns a title to hit Brock, and then he'll give Brock a title to hit Roman, and it'll be back and forth. And we don't know which way he's going to go until finally, the very last moment, he does the final betrayal against Brock, hits him with maybe even a low blow or something like that. Brock, for the first time in years, picks up Paul Heyman, gets him in an F5, but it costs him everything. Roman hits him out of nowhere with a spear, hits him with another spear, hits him with a third spear, covers him with his foot on Brock's chest, holding one finger up. I'm the man. I'm the number one. I'm the tribal chief. You must now acknowledge me. Brock was the man for so many years, and now it's Roman's time to be the true tribal chief. And who will fucking take that belt? Well, I think that's a story for WrestleMania 39. But Roman leaves triumphant, Paul in tow, and he leaves as the grand champion. Then it cuts back to Brock Lesnar. He looks around the arena, takes the mic, thanks everyone for an amazing career, and announces his retirement from professional wrestling. He basically retired 2 years ago, but they just gave him a shit ton of money to come back. So he announces his retirement from professional wrestling. And I bet you, Tony, that'll probably keep him out of the ring for maybe even 3, possibly even 4 months.
I was going to say, maybe
I mean,
he's going to do tops.
He's going to do a Terry Funk retirement, but
right.
We're all going to remember this amazing, oh my God, Brock retired, because he can now ride off into the sunset because he can't be the guy to break Roman's title reign. I mean, I don't know who else you would have to do it, but that's the WWE's problem for not building stars. So they need to build a star like Austin Theory or maybe Cody Rhodes or somebody of the like over the next year. So that's really where I'm at. I think Roman is, in the end, Brock is going to get his revenge on Paul for his betrayal. But in the end, it will cost Brock everything. Roman will get the title. He will be triumphant, and he will continue as WWE's tribal chief going into the future. Now, folks, this is my Steven Crowder moment where I go, Roman Reigns is going to do all that shit I just said. Change my mind.
So, I don't disagree with much of that. I want Brock to win this so much. And the fact that I want him to win it makes me know he's probably not going to win it.
Go with your heart, chicken.
I know. I should go with my heart. However,
because it's going to be one of your last chances to take the title from me.
Well, that's why I'm not picking Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
because I'm using my brain, not my heart. But
well, it's nice for you to award the title to me then, chicken, because this was your last chance. This was really your last chance for a Hail Mary against me.
Pretty sure I got it now. Yeah. Anyway,
you're betting it all on Pat McAfee, huh?
Yeah. Got more to say, Phil?
Always, but go for it.
Anyway, Phil, Tony, what do you
got? Again, this is the third meeting between these guys. The first one, they had the match stolen from them. The second one, everybody thought it was going to be all Roman. Brock got the shock win. The third time, the trilogy. These are now 2 guys who both have a belt. One will not walk away with one. Both of these guys are the only 2 men to ever defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And now they clash head-to-head at WrestleMania, title for title. This is a pretty big goddamn deal. And like Phil said, Brock might not have much left in the tank. Well, he's got plenty left in the tank, but he might hang it up very well after this match or soon after.
Yes, he doesn't have much in the tank.
Roman Reigns, what do you do with him if you take the belt off of him at this point? And again, like Phil just mentioned,
how long can WWE Roman Reigns stay champion?
As long as he wants to.
I think Vince has it in his mind to try and break Bruno's record.
They're not going to get to that point, but at this point, why take it off of him? Like Phil just said, they haven't built any stars. This is the first chance they have at doing that in a long, long time.
But they don't want to build stars, do they?
They built this one
50-50.
and it's working. Don't fuck it up now. Because if you do have Brock Lesnar win this match, it's going to be short term. You know it's short term. This is all Roman Reigns, and it's going to be Brock is the final boss. Roman Reigns has beat literally everybody. He's beaten every other name that is a legitimate name
what
in this
after
company.
this?
Fucking
What's the
Goldberg,
point of
Undertaker,
anything
John
after this?
Cena, AJ
You
Styles. I
have
mean,
to-
name one.
The
Name
only
one.
thing you can
Beat
do
one.
after this is The Rock. Then
Yep.
That'll be next year.
and
at
that was
39.
supposed to be this year.
It's going to be next year in Hollywood at WrestleMania 39. And guess what?
That was
Roman Reigns is
supposed to be
still
this
going
year.
That was
to be.
supposed to be 2 years ago in 2020.
Guess what? It's going to be next year at 39, and it's going to be Rock versus Roman Reigns for the fucking undisputed world heavyweight universal title. And guess what? Roman Reigns is going to win that one too.
God damn it.
There you go.
And we're still going to eat it up. We're going to
Yep.
eat, we're going to lap it up like fucking little puppy dogs. Like, yes, this is awesome. Because then, I mean, Chicken does have a great point. Like, who's the guy? Well, that's the fucking problem is you've got what happens when the gunslinger's taking out all the other fast guns. And that's always a pretty compelling story in Western. So I think they're going to tell something similar. So Chicken, are you staying committed to Roman Reigns? Or are you going with Brock?
No, with Roman. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Roman Reigns. Now,
I want Brock to win, but he's not going to.
all right. We're all in agreement. Roman Reigns wins the main event. That's the end of the night, too. Now, we do have just a couple other things that are worth points. So no worries. Phil, you're going to love these. You're going to absolutely love these.
Oh, God damn it. I'm going to have to get my phone out.
Oh, Tony,
I'll explain it. We already discussed this, Chicken.
I know. I wrote shit down. I got to find it now.
All right.
Dude, I've been drinking a lot tonight. All right.
Nice.
All right. You got any vodka left?
No, I got that taken care of.
Damn.
Perfect.
Well, you got yourself a nice decanter now.
Yes.
So, first and foremost, speaking of this main event, a tiebreaker point only. This is a very simple, very
only if
forward
there
one.
only
Very
if
simple.
there's a tie.
Only counts if there's a tie. Does Paul Heyman get involved in the main event? And by involved, I mean have an impact on the outcome.
Yes.
Yes.
Says yes. Chicken.
Yes.
Hey, fuck it. I'll go no then. Because it won't matter. Won't need it. Perfect. So now I think we have no, yes, yes, no, yes, yes. Okay, we're good. We're square. If there's a tie between two of us now, our bets are covered. There you have it. Now.
So you mean there's no chance that there can be an RWP tag team champion at the end of this?
Correct.
Like if you
We
and Chicken
should be
tied,
good.
you're now the champions of.
We should be good, but we still have 2 more points to discuss and pick, Phil.
God
and you're
damn
going to
it.
love this. You're going to absolutely
I'm
eat this
sure
up.
I'm not.
These are the ones I really don't have.
Oh, these are going to
prepared.
be a disaster, and this is it's going to fuck one or two of us, guaranteed. Tyler Williams says next weekend, Justin, Chris, and also Jen.
No.
This isn't that show, but I mean, I'm open to it.
But definitely be
Phil?
there for Big Buck and Empire on Facebook and YouTube for when we do get into that, folks.
I mean,
All right,
Jen's always
Tony.
on the table.
Come
All
on,
right,
Doc.
all right.
Give it to
All
me
right.
straight,
All right.
Doc.
Phil, we thought a lot about this. We've got 2 more things to pick. What is the show opener of night 1, and what is the show opener of night 2? Not the pre-show, not the bullshit, but the actual night 1 and night 2. We're gonna pick
First
what opens-
actual show of pay-per-view on
Oh,
night
so you're not
1.
gonna let
and
me
First
night
pick the
actual
Ducky
match.
Ducky quack quack of Booker T. Oh no.
First actual match of night 1, first actual match of night 2. But if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you lose half of a point.
I don't know about this. I don't know if I quite consented to the losing of points, gentlemen. I don't know about this.
You consented to any rules that we deem necessary tonight.
Well,
Phil.
all right. If you're gonna go that, all right. Night 1 is Bianca Becky.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker. That's exactly what I went with. How the fuck did you... God damn it, Phil. Yep,
All right.
that's what I have.
I'm gonna go Mysterio's versus Ms. Logan Paul.
Oh, that's a good pick, but I think they're gonna save the Logan Paul rug.
Night 2, I'm gonna go with RK Bro, Street Profits, and
God damn it, Phil! You son of a bitch!
That's a good pick. That was
Yep. So
That's
those are
what
my.
I've got.
So guess what, folks? I face the adversity. Your champion brings the fucking harshness, and I, your champion, your king of extreme, am defending against all comers, all metrics, and we are gonna see, folks, who's
Chicken, what
going
did you
to
pick?
be champion supreme.
I'm seeing if I want to change. I'll do just to be different. These are actual points, right?
Yeah, you get a point or you lose half of a point if you get these wrong.
Fuck.
Yeah. So all right, Tony, I'll give you that one. You turn.
I'm gonna stick with RK Bro then.
You whore. And what was your night
so
one
that
pick?
one won't matter. Now,
my night one pick. God damn it! Now I have to look. Tony, you wrote it down just a minute ago. God damn it!
I did.
Tony,
Your
you're
night
writing
one
all
pick?
this shit down, right?
Oh, you had the
I said
Mysterios and Logan and Miz.
Mysterios against
Yeah,
Logan and
yep.
Miz.
Okay.
And I've got this all saved right here, ready to go. And I'm just making sure we didn't miss anything. It doesn't look like it. So that pretty much seals everything up pick-wise. And if there is a tie for any reason, unforeseeable as it might be, whether it's me and Phil, me and Chicken, or Chicken and Phil, we've got a tiebreaker for all those scenarios. So that means for the first time in a long time,
will have an undisputed Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion
Yes,
for
folks.
WrestleMania.
Thank you, Chicken. I almost couldn't have said it better myself. But so I do got to say, folks, this is going to be one interesting. And also, me and Chicken got a little bit of a side bet going. Something that's on the side, folks, here. If Chicken has more points than me, then he will regain undisputed emperorship of the Big Bucket Empire. But
I never lost it, but
oh, well, this is why there is conflict. This is why there is resolution. And this is why there is
Phil did a no givesy
WrestleMania.
backsies.
Yes, I did it. It's mine. I put my hand on the table and ran off no givesies backsies under the no givesies backsies treaty of 1146. This is completely like it's basically like the Magna Carta. Okay, it's the Magna Carta, no givesies backsies, and Bill of Rights. Those are pretty much the most important.
I think it's adorable that you guys are fighting over second place because you know damn well Tony fucking G is getting his goddamn belt back, and this is the end of the COVID era. This is what signifies it because that's when the shit really started swirling the toilet for one Tony G. But now that that's all but over, it's coming back home, and the reign of terror part deuce is going to start. And it's going to start at night 2 of WrestleMania 38, folks. The most stupendous WrestleMania in the history of all WrestleManias.
Is it the Chinese year of the chicken? I can't remember.
Fuck yeah, Tony.
But yes, folks, we're going to find out at WrestleMania who will be the Emperor of Big Buckin' Empire, who will be the champion of the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. And if your King of Extreme can pull through, then yes, even Chicken must acknowledge your tribal chief in Phil KOE. Oh, no, you agreed. If you lose, you have to acknowledge your tribal chief, Chicken. Now, Tony's thinking it's going to be him. I'm thinking it's going to be me. Chicken's like, well, Phil, you got a lot on the line. But, folks, this is why I am a fighting champion. I am the greatest champion, and I will never be defeated for this championship. I will hold this championship longer than Bruno fucking Sammartino, folks. That's how fucking that's how fucking incredible this reign is going to be. And folks, to see the conclusion, you are going to have to like, share, subscribe right here to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. find out what will be the conclusion. Will Phil reign supreme? Will Chicken take back the big fucking belt? Will Tony become the 11-time champion? We will have to find out, folks, this Sunday, WrestleMania.
Already 11.
Oh, well, then
Will
will you
going
make
for a
it?
dozen?
What
No,
am I at?
this will be
Am I
your
at 5 or 6 now?
Think
This will
you're
be
at
your
6.
dirty dozen because I am the 10-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, folks. And I will carry this podcast to new heights. We're getting new subscribers every day. And it's all because I am the champion. We don't talk about Bruno. We won't need to talk about Bruno after
Yes,
Phil
Justin.
KOE's title has come to its long end, folks. Yes, Phil KOE, Chicken, and Tony G. This is the road to whoa, WrestleMania, folks. Yes, definitely be here for it. It's going to go down. Be sure to like, share, subscribe right here to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast here on YouTube and Spotify. Also, check me out at KOE Nation on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. That's K as in King, O as in, oh my God, you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. E as in extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. It's all very on brand here, folks. You need to definitely stop there. Head on over to Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube and Facebook. Big Bucket Entertainment on Twitch. Check out Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok. And definitely go to Linktree/Big Buckin' to find all of our links, folks, because we are on the road to WrestleMania. We are heading to a collision. We are heading to a new starting point. We are heading to the end of a very long road, and it all comes to a climax at WrestleMania, folks. I cannot wait to see the conclusion. Tony, Chicken, anything you'd like to say to the folks?
Good luck, champ. I am coming after it. It will be back here on my fucking shoulders by the end of the weekend. We all know it's true. We all know that's how shit's gonna go down. And if it doesn't, that means there was some goddamn collusion going on, and I will get to the bottom of it. I will not let this shit continue. You should have lost 2 times already. I have no idea how he's retained. Tony or I should have already won this by now. But this weekend, we will rectify that problem. I promise you, folks at home. Tony, go ahead.
This is hiccups are back. God damn it.
Because
Yeah,
it
right
knows
time,
I'm
yeah.
right. I scared the hiccups right back into him, folks.
Yeah.
My
So
promo
scared.
was so good, it sucked
Now,
all the air out of the room.
Coming back home, folks. Dozen time champ. Tony fucking Hiccup G. Like, share, subscribe. Be here tomorrow, night 1. And be here Sunday when I don't have the hiccups for night 2.
Sunday.
It's going to be beautiful, folks. WrestleMania 38. Do not miss it. Like, share, and hiccup, subscribe. Jesus fucking Christ. Good night.
Like, share, subscribe.
Just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive.